Welcome to Coffee with Markus. This episode 117, and today I'll show you what's happening in the market so that you know what's going on. I'll also show you my open trades and what I traded today, and I will show you 15 fascinating facts that you need to know. Now, at the end of the show, let me know how many of these facts you already knew. Anyhow, does this sound good? Okay, perfect. Then let's get started. This show is about real money and real trades. I'll show you the trading strategies that I personally trade, the tools that I use to trade my own accounts, and we will talk about the right mindset of a trader. Now, talking about mindset, I'm going to show you how to create SRC profits. And SRC stands for systematic, repeatable, and consistent, because that is the key to long-term success in the markets. So, if you are sick of all the hype and empty promises, and you want to learn trading strategies that actually work, then click on like right now and let's get started. All right, so excited that you're here today, episode 117. And first we talk about what is happening in the markets. Then I'm going to show you my trades that I have open right now, what I consider trading today and what I did trade today. And then we'll talk about some fascinating facts around trading that you might already know or might not. So it is a full show. It is fun filled. And I see that my audio is a little bit too hot here, so I'm turning this a little bit down. This should be much better so that I'm not coming in too hot here. Okay, so first segment, what is happening in the markets? And you see, not a whole lot right now. We are looking at the Dow Jones, and as you can see, today we are up 0.14%, which is not bad because we started the day in the red and we have been clawing our way back up. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart here so that you see what is happening. So we started here this morning, as you can see, in the red, negative. And then for most of the day, we were not going anywhere. And right now, pushing higher, going into the close. So, why? What is happening? We can also look at the S&P. The S&P actually this morning quickly made a new all-time high, but now pulling back a little bit. Nasdaq still slightly negative compared to yesterday. So what is happening? Well, absolutely nothing. We're just going sideways, right? So we had a great November. We had a strong start into December. As I said, we started lower, now moving higher. Again, at some point, the S&P made a new all-time high. We will see if the S&P 500 can close at a new all-time high. So we'll know here in a few minutes. So what are the factors that are moving the markets? Well, there are 4 things that are moving the markets right now. Well, first of all, the news that we get this morning is that Salesforce CRM buys Slack for $27 billion. But as you can see, this is where traders said, not too excited, right? I mean, we had a little sprint up yesterday, but pulling back here. And also looking at Slack. So Slack trades under the symbol work. You see, had some excitement here on the takeover news, but today also down 2.5%. So not a whole lot going on there. What else is going on? Well, as we all know, the vaccine and the coronavirus is still in the news, and this is something that traders are focusing on. Today we heard news from the United Kingdom that they approved the vaccine from Pfizer and BioNTech, and that 50 million doses are being shipped right now. So the UK is the first Western country that said we are good to go, and they start vaccinating. I believe it is this week. Yeah, they're shipping it right now. So anyhow, this is going on here in the US. We are waiting a few more weeks until we will see the vaccines arriving. So the FDA has still not given the final approval on December 11th. So this is Friday in a week from now. There will be a meeting where probably they will approve Pfizer and BioNTech so that the first shipments can be made here in the US as well. What else is going on? Well, number 3, what traders are focusing on, the stimulus. And it has been really, really quiet over the past few weeks regarding the stimulus. Well, and it is still uncertain. You see, over the past few days, senators from both parties worked on a $900 billion deal but the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, rejected the deal. So this basically means not a whole lot going on. We probably will not see a stimulus deal before January. And this is what everybody's waiting for. And here's why. Because right now we will see, or we're seeing on the economic calendar, this is forexfactory.com. It's free. You can use it as well as I do here. We see that we have some economics reports that are coming in worse than expected, because we see that the virus is affecting our economy. So earlier this week on Monday, Chicago PMI worse than expected, pending home sales. Yesterday, the ISM manufacturing PMI, and today the ADP non-farm employment change came in worse than expected. And this week we do have really something important. We have the average hourly earnings, and most importantly, the unemployment rate for November. So we will see how well this affects the market. This is definitely a report that traders are paying attention to. So this is what is happening in the market. So the key question, of course, for us as traders is, how do we trade it? And this is where I want to show you how I trade it, so that you can get some ideas. And I am personally trading two different strategies. So the first strategy that I'm trading is the Power X strategy. So we'll take a look at the Power X strategy first, so that I can show you what I'm trading here right now and what I saw for today. So first of all, as you know, I'm using the tool, the Power X Optimizer, which is a tool that helps me every day to identify the very best trading opportunities according to the Power X strategy. By the way, if you're new to this channel here and have never heard of this strategy, I've written a book on it. Here it is. It's the Power X strategy. As you can see, nice hardcover. If you want, you can get it from our website for $4.95. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyhow, so the tool that I'm using here is the PowerX Optimizer, and this morning we had 3 stocks that popped up on PowerX Optimizer. The first was ARWR. So, and I told you several times that I'm using now 3 criteria. Three criteria where I identify which of these stocks that came up on the scanner I want to trade. So the first is, I don't want to see any gaps. I don't like trading gappy stocks. And if you look at the arrowhead, we see a gap here, we see a gap here, we see a gap here, we see a gap here. So therefore, this stock was not for me because I do see gaps here. Now, IMO, on the other hand, this was a stock that was actually pretty nice to trade. So it has small trends to the upside and the downside. Yes, we did have a gap here, but this was during the COVID cutout. So as you can see, this is why we are coloring it in gray. So during these times, as you know, this was in March, markets were crazy. So this is an unusual time and I'm excluding it from my analysis here. So IMO looked really good. Nice trends to the upside and the downside. If you're looking at the P&L graph here, that shows us what would have happened to our capital if we had traded IMO according to the rules of the PowerX strategy over the past year. It looks actually pretty good. So we would have made 94% on our capital if we had traded it over the past year according to the rules. So I like this, and this here did not trigger, because here is how you trade the PowerX strategy. And again, I explain everything in detail in the book. I believe that I also have some videos. Here we go. I'll link to the videos in the description. Anyhow, so I want to make sure that we are going above 1808. And if you look at the markets here today, and if you look at IMO, you'll see we never, oh, we did, I missed the alarm. Okay, I need to place a trade, so I'll do this. Anyhow, so this looked good. I don't know why the alarm didn't go off. Somehow, must have silenced my computer here. Anyhow, so this looks like a good trade. Yeah, we can actually, we can place this trade together here if you want. Do you want to place the trade together? Because it has gone through this. So what I'm doing right now is I like to trade options for this one. So I'm using PowerX Optimizer to actually look at the 2 possible options here. And I have an ITM, which is a conservative way to trade, and an ATM, which is a more aggressive way to trade. Now, as you can see, PowerX Optimizer tells me exactly the strike price, the expiration, and the entry price. So doing this, we will place the trade right now. What do you think? Shall we do this together? If so, click on like and we can place the trade together before I show you more of the trades that I personally do according to the wheel here as well. And then, of course, I'll show you some fascinating facts around trading. But let's go there. So we're looking at the IMO, the 15th strike expiring in January. So IMO, and yes, this is a live account here. Oops, IMO. There we go. Why does it come up with two I's? Something. There. I'm having fast fingers today. Okay. So this is my trading platform. It is Tastyworks here. I want to place a trade for IMO. I'm going to the January 15th expiration because this is what PXO, PowerX Optimizer, tells me. I'm going to the 15 strike price, and now I can buy options. So I want to buy call options. And again, this is where at PowerX Optimizer, we see that we should not pay more than $3.20. It also tells me what to expect with this stock. So I see how much the option should be worth once the stock price hits the target, how much it should be worth once it hits the stop loss, and therefore I see my risk-reward ratio. The risk-reward ratio here is 1 to 3.6, meaning that for every dollar that I risk, I try to make $3.60. So what do you think about this? So this means for every $100 that you're risking, you're trying to make $360. That's a pretty good ratio, isn't it? And I'm supposed to trade 4 contracts. So I will do this right now at a maximum price of $3.20. So I'm adjusting my quantity to 4 contracts here. And as you can see right now, the bid and ask is $3 over $3.10. So here's what I'm trying to do. I try to buy it for $3.05, right? Because I want to see if I can hit the mid price here. The bid is where buyers are wanting to buy the IMO option right now, and I want to join them, but you see, I want to do a little bit better than the others. So I'm stepping out of the crowd here, and this is why instead of everybody else who says, I'm paying a maximum of $3, that's where I say, I want to trade trade it at $3.05. Okay, good. Let me just make sure. I see some comments here that it hasn't triggered just yet. Oh my gosh, I thought that I was on a 5-minute chart. You're absolutely right. It went almost there, but then pulled back. Well, thank you very much for letting me know. Okay, but is it okay if I go through this example here so that you know exactly how to place the trade if it had triggered? And yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you for letting me know. That we went to 1806. So we were almost there. Again, PowerX Optimizer tells us we wanted to buy it at 1808. So if it goes to 1808 or above, now I know why my alarm didn't trigger. My mistake. So thanks for keeping me straight here. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate it. I was somehow thinking that I was looking at a 5-minute chart, which, no, I was not. Seems that I need to have another coffee. Anyhow, thanks. Okay, so but let me go through this example here of how I would place the trade if the alarm would have been triggered. Good. So again, right now there's a bunch of buyers who want to buy at $3, and there's sellers who want to sell at $3.10. You see, in order for me to step out of all the buyers here, I need to come in with a better offer, right? And this is why I'm willing to bid $3.05. Again, PowerX Optimizer tells me that I can go up to $3.20, right? This is the beautiful thing. So you never have to guess of what is this a good entry price or not, right? You already know. If you get it at $3.05, it's actually better than expected. So, and again, for me, I would trade 4 contracts on this particular account here because this account is a rather small account of $20,000. And then all I need to do is review and send. So we'll change this account to the PowerX Optimizer. I have multiple accounts here. I have a total of, I believe, 9 different accounts. And you see now I can confirm it. And you see it says for IMO option, it is the January 15 with the January 15 expiration, strike price of 15, buying to open at a limit of 305. So if I now would click send order right now, my bid would appear here under the bid. So instead of somebody bidding $3, it would be me being there bidding $3.05. So anyhow, as you can see, super easy. This is how you place trades, option trades, according to the PowerX optimizer. And the beautiful thing is that this is why I love the tool, that it tells me exactly what to do. Now, again, let's talk about the last stock that popped up today, RENN. That for me was a clear no, and here's why. As you can see, there's a line on the chart here, a red line that depicts the $5 level, and I do not like to trade stocks that have been below $5 for most of the time. These are penny stocks, these are small cap stocks. These are not stocks that I'm interested in. Again, can be different for you, but you see, this is how it is super easy every day to go through the list. And right now, I mean, including placing this trade, it would have been what, less than 15 minutes. We probably spent 10 minutes on this. So this is what I love about this tool. It makes my life as a trader so much easier. But let's talk about the other strategy that I like to trade, and the other trading strategy is the wheel strategy. Now, the PowerX strategy is a trend following strategy. So here I want to see a direction to the upside or the downside. It doesn't really matter. Now with the wheel, it is slightly different. With the wheel, a stock can go sideways and I will still make money as long as the stock stays above a certain price. So let me show you exactly how this works. So I want to go to KMX because this is something CarMax that I traded on Monday. So right now I'm going to clear this order. We go back to our positions. So you see right now I have 4 positions on according to the wheel strategy. BBY, which is Best Buy, KMX, which is CarMax, Overstock that I put on today, PZZA, which is Papa John's, and I'll show you exactly what I'm looking for. So we can actually start with Best Buy. And again, this is where I am selling puts and I'm collecting premium. So for example, for Best Buy, I want the stock of Best Buy to stay above 104 until this Friday, which is today, Wednesday. So we're getting close to the end of the trading session. So for another 2 days, if BBY, Best Buy, stays above 104, I will make, let's just see, I will make $80. Now, this might not sound really super hot and interesting for you, but you see, it's all about SRC profits. And the SRC stands for systematic, repeatable, and consistent. Because you see, this trade, as you can see, I only had it open for 2 days. Actually, 1 day. I entered it yesterday. Right, not on Monday. I entered it yesterday. So within 1 day, I already made $42 on this trade. Not bad at all, right? It adds up, especially if you're trading multiple position. So KMX is another one that I entered yesterday. And for those of you who are subscribed to the Power Alerts, you should have received a text message, an email, and also notification on the app so that you know exactly what to do. But let's take a look at CarMax here. So KMX is the other stock that I'm in, and I want CarMax to stay above $89 for the next 2 days. And if this is the case, I will make on this one, I'll make $126. And again, this has been open for 2 days. Not bad at all, right? I mean, for 2 days, right now, I'm already making $99 in 2 days. So as you can see here, 2 days, we made $42 plus $99. So that's $141. Math in my head. Okay. So PZZA is another one that I entered here according to the wheel strategy. So PZZA, Papa John's, and I want Papa John's to stay above 75.50 until next Friday. You see, this is what the vertical line here is. So I want this to stay above 75.50 until next Friday. And thus far, we are doing okay. Again, we made $90 in 2 days. That's not bad at all. So if we add all of this up, the 42, 141 plus $90 is what? 231 in 2 days. That's not bad. That's $115 per day. The account that I'm trading here is a $50,000 account. So I think that's doing pretty well, right? Isn't it? Wouldn't you agree? And then today I entered Overstock. So let me show you what happened here with Overstock. OSTK. I want Overstock to stay above 5250 until next Friday. So I entered it today, earlier today. As you can see, days open is 0. And thus far, I'm not making any money on it just yet, which is fine, right? I mean, it's all good. It's all good because this is how you build SRC profit, systematic, repeatable, and consistent. So again, the 2 trading strategies that I'm trading here is the Power X strategy, and you can find a link to the book in the description here. And I'm trading the wheel strategy. If you're new to the channel, I'll post a link to a playlist in the description so that you can follow along what I'm doing here. But before we talk about fascinating trading facts that I think you need to know, let me ask you, is this helpful at all? And if so, do me a favor and click on like. So if you would like me to run through my trades when we are doing the shows here, let me know. In the past, I have not been doing it, but if this is something that you enjoy, click on like right now because it's easiest for me to gauge on the amount of likes what you really prefer, because ultimately this show is for you. I'm doing it because I love talking to you, love talking about trading, and as I said in the beginning, this show is about real trades and real results. I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing. I'm showing the trades that I'm considering. I'm showing you the trades that I'm in. And yes, as you can see, sometimes we will place trades live here. Okay. Good. All right, so here is what I want to do right now. I recently heard about YouTube Shorts. I don't know if you heard about this, but TikTok has become so popular. A lot of people are on TikTok, right? And I think the appeal on TikTok is that the videos need to be 1 minute or below. So YouTube has rolled out YouTube Shorts, and I thought that I should do, in addition to this show, which is 45-minute show, that I should do some of these YouTube Shorts. And in order to do this, I thought, what could be better than doing it here together with you live, right? So I will run through 15 fascinating trading facts that I believe you need to know, and we will cut those up into short 1-minute videos that we'll post on YouTube. So for your reference, that you can also find those on YouTube. So I'll pause quickly between each fact here, or between each nugget, if you want, so that Asia, my genius video editor, can actually cut those into really nice little videos. And after we are going through this, yes, I will take a look at your questions. I really appreciate you being here live. So I see that there's a lot of questions coming in here in the chat. And so I'll be happy to answer as many questions as possible. But let's go through the facts, and we start with number 1. So let's talk about why trading stocks is good. Well, you see, there's only 3 ways to really make millions, unless you're famous like Kim Kardashian and can just post a picture of your butt, but that doesn't work for me. So let's talk about the 3 ways to become really, really rich. The first way is real estate. There's absolutely no doubt that real estate has made more millionaires than ever, but there are also some drawbacks to it. Now, number 2 is trading stocks and options. And number 3 is running a successful business. Now, I do all 3 of these, and trading stocks is my favorite, and here's why. When trading stocks, you have no employees, no boss, no crazy customers, no broken water heaters, no evictions, and it is super liquid. See, other than real estate, when you're trading stocks, you can buy now and sell a few minutes later, and the money is back in your account the next day. I mean, where can you do this? So if you would like to learn more about how to start trading stocks, I'll leave a link in the description. I did a more detailed video on this, and I will see you in that video. Okay, I just noticed that I should probably have a 1-minute timer going so that I know, was that a minute? Can somebody time me here, maybe this would be super helpful because I just realized that I don't know when a minute is over. Okay, but so let's start with fact number 2. So what do I need to start trading stocks? Well, there's 5 things that I believe you need. No, you know what? Let's start over because I just realized there's 7 things. Okay. So what do I need to start trading stocks? Well, there's 7 things that I believe you need. So let me just run through this list. Number 1, you do need a charting software because a charting software is your window to the market. Number 2, you do need a broker because if you want to buy and sell stocks or options, you have to do this through a broker. Number 3, you need to have a rock solid trading strategy that tells you exactly what to trade, when to enter, and when to exit. Number 4, you do need a computer. Absolutely. Without a computer, it's tough to run a charting software, right? Number 5, you do need a second monitor. I find this super helpful, and I believe once you have a second monitor, you'll never go back to a single monitor. Number 6, I believe that newsletters are super helpful. There are 3 newsletters that I personally read every day. One is Morning Brew, the other one is the Seeking Alpha Wall Street Breakfast, and the third one is the Rockwell Trading newsletter that Mark and I are writing every day. Now here's the 7 things that you need to get started with trading. It is a great CPA because when you qualify for trader tax status, there is some great things that you can write off so that you can save money on taxes. I'll leave a link to a more detailed video in the description so you can watch this, and I'll see you in that video. Okay, was that a minute? Okay, let's just keep going. Let's keep going with fact number 3. So how to start trading stocks? Well, there are 5 steps to it. Number 1, you got to decide what to trade. Do you want to trade stocks? Do you want to trade options? Do you want to trade Forex? Now, for me, I like to trade stocks and options. Step number 2, you got to get a solid trading strategy, whether you develop it yourself or you get it from somebody else. And a trading strategy tells you exactly what to trade, when to enter, and when to exit. Now, step number 3 on how to get started trading stocks: practice on a demo account so that you know that you understand the rules of the strategy and that you see that the strategy actually works. Step number 4, once you have confidence in your trading strategy and you see that you can actually make money with it on a simulator, number 4, open an account with a broker. And if you would like to know who is the best broker, I'll link to a video in the description because I did a comparison about different brokers. Step number 5, you start small and grow big. Yes, you can start with a smaller account and then you use money management to grow it into a bigger account. I did more detailed videos on all these 5 steps and I'll link to them in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, this is going well. This is going well. Okay, Bill just says Google timer and set it to a minute. You know what? That is so genius. I will do this right now on the other screen that I'm sharing with you right now. So, oops, that would be 10 minutes. This is actually a great idea. Bill, thank you so much. So I will have this running when I start fact number 4. So what is a trading strategy? Well, a trading strategy tells you, number 1, what to trade. It tells you, number 2, when exactly to enter, and tells you, number 3, when exactly to exit. And when it comes to exiting, you can either exit with a profit or you can exit with a loss. The most important thing is that you have a plan before you actually enter a trade. Most people don't have a trading strategy. Most people just buy Tesla, and when I ask them, when are you going to sell the stock? They say, when I made enough money. And when is this? Never, right? So with a solid trading strategy, you know every single day what to trade. You know exactly, should you buy today, tomorrow, or next week? And you know exactly when to exit. And I know this before I even enter a trade. If you would like to have more information on this, I'll link to a video in the description that tells you more. Okay, I know that I peaked at the timer and Asia has to cut it out, but I have 2 seconds left. And there's the timer. This is amazing. Bill, thank you so much. All right, let's move on to fact number 5. Are you having fun with this? Is this helpful? If so, do me a favor and click on like here. And this way I can go and show you some other cool stuff. So what is the best app for trading stocks? Well, first of all, there's a free app that I personally like to use, and that is TradingView. Now, TradingView allows you to analyze charts. So it's pretty cool. The second software that I personally use is the PowerX Optimizer. Now, the PowerX Optimizer is perfect for the trading strategy that I trade because it tells me exactly what to trade, it tells me exactly when to enter, and it tells me exactly when to exit. So I use these two apps, and if you would like to learn more about these apps, I'll put a description or put a link in the description where you can learn more about TradingView as well as PowerX Optimizer. And I'll see you in the next video. Yay, 16 seconds left. Okay, this works quite well. Good. So can I start trading stocks with $100? That's a question that I receive quite a lot. And here's my answer. Sure, you can, but you won't make any money. And here's why. Realistically, you should expect to make 60 to 80% per year. So if you have $100, you can expect to make $60 to $80 per year. And if you do the math, that would be $5 to $7 per month. That's not worth it at all. And here's the challenge. If you start with a super small account like $100, you probably have the idea of trying to double and triple and quadruple it. And you see these crazy ads that tell you that you can turn $100 into $1 million. And you know what? It doesn't work like this. Keep this in mind. The quickest way to lose all your money is trying to double it. All right, cool. This works well. Let's move on to number 7. Still enjoying it? I hope that you do, because I'm having fun with this. So now that we know that you can start with $100, so how much money do you need to start trading stocks? Well, it is realistic to expect to make 60 to 80% per year. So if you do the math, and if you want to make $100,000 per year, you need an account size of $160,000. Now you might say, oh my gosh, I don't have $160,000. I want to find a way to have an account of $160,000. And you see, the good news is you can start small and grow big. You can do it with money management. I'll link to a video in the description that explains money management in more detail. Now, if you want to start trading stocks, I recommend that you start with at least $10,000. If you want to trade options, I recommend that you start with at least $5,000. Doing anything less will lead to big mistakes, and you probably lose all your money, but starting with $5,000 to $10,000 is a really great starting point. All right, cool. So the next question is how to trade stocks without having $25,000 in your account. Now, this $25,000 is floating around, and it is the so-called pattern day trader rule. And here's what it says. If you execute 4 or more day trades within 5 trading days, you need to have at least $25,000 in your account. Now, if you have less than $25,000 in your account or available to trade right now, here are 2 ways how to trade with less than $25,000. Number 1, don't day trade. Instead, swing trade. I made a video on this on day trading versus swing trading, and swing trading has many advantages. I'll link to the video in the description. Now, number 2, here is how you can get around this rule is don't use a margin account. The pattern day trader rule only applies to margin accounts. If you're using a retirement account or a cash account, it doesn't really matter. But these accounts are anyhow larger, so therefore it doesn't matter to you. Anyhow, so long story short, you do not need to have $25,000 in your account. You can get started with as little as $5,000 or $10,000. Gas! I ran over. I see we'll have to cut something out here. Okay. Good. All right. So, let's talk about this. Can you make a living trading stocks? Yes, you can, but it is not happening overnight. See, if you want to make a living trading stocks, there are actually 3 pillars to it, and I abbreviate them with STM, and this is what they're standing for. Pillar number one is you need to have a solid trading strategy. And a solid trading strategy tells you exactly what to trade, when to enter, and when to exit. The second pillar is you need to have the right tools. I mean, think about it this way. You wouldn't build a house with just a hammer. And in the same way, when trading, you need to have professional tools. Otherwise, it would be like participating in NASCAR riding on a llama. It doesn't work this way, right? Number three is having the right mindset. And the right mindset is that trading is a marathon and not a sprint. You won't get rich overnight, but you can grow your account in the long run. Good, cool. All right. I'm having fun with this. All right, we have 5 more facts. We have 5 more facts here. So let's talk about the next one. So how do you find stocks for swing trading? Well, you see, there are 2 types of analysis, fundamental analysis versus technical analysis. When you're applying fundamental analysis, you're looking at the P&L, you're looking at earnings reports, you're looking at market capitalization and all this. And you see, for me, this is way too difficult. I use technical analysis, and when using technical analysis, you are looking at indicators. Now, the indicators that I like to use are RSI, stochastics, and MACD. And I'll link to a video in the description that explains exactly of how I'm using it. Now, for me, technical analysis is way easier than fundamental analysis, and I promise you, if you watch the other video, you can learn in probably less than 15 minutes how to use it so that you know whether a stock is more likely to go up, down, or sideways in 30 seconds or less. I'll see you in the next video. Good, fantastic. All right, let's see. 4 more fun facts, and the next one is more about indicators. So what is the best indicator for trading stocks? Well, I've been trading for more than 20 years, and here's what I found out. There's not a single indicator that is the best indicator. The best, for me personally, is a combination of indicators. So I like to use 3 different indicators. The first is the RSI, and before I consider buying a stock or an option, I want to see that the RSI is above 50. The second indicator is the stochastics. And also here, I want to see that the stochastics is above 50. The third indicator that I like to use is the MACD, and I want to see that the MACD is above the signal line. I'll link to a video in the description that shows you these indicators in more detail, but this is what I found. When combining these indicators, you really have a powerful tool that can help you to decide whether a stock is more likely to go up, down, or sideways. Yippee-yay. Okay. Good. All right. We have 3 more facts, and then I will take a look at your questions because I see that there's many flying in. So we will do this. So is trading stocks gambling? Well, most people treat it this way. See, the other day I was sitting next to a 20-year-old on the plane, and he saw that I was looking at some charts. So he was asking me, okay, do you trade? And I said, I do. He told me that he started an account with Robinhood, and he has the following stocks. He has Chevron, CVX, Exxon, Tesla, and Apple. And you see, when I asked him, okay, so when are you going to sell these stocks? He said, I don't know yet. Should I sell them or not? Right? So this is where you must have a plan or a strategy. And the strategy tells you what to trade, when to enter, and when to exit. You also need to have the right tools that can help you to make these decisions. You see, he didn't even know what a charting software was. And you need to have the right mindset. Trading is a marathon, not a sprint. So I'll link to more videos in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Whew, I think I got 1 second left. There we go. Okay. All right, so the next question, I think this is a good one and you will enjoy it. So let's talk about this. So what not to do when trading stocks? So here are the things that not to do. Number 1, don't trade without a plan. Always have a plan where you know what stocks to trade, when to enter, and when to exit. Mistake number 2, do not trade based on emotions. You see, I even have a mug that says, trade what you see, not what you think, right? I mean, look at charts and be as unemotional as possible. Mistake number 3, don't let one trade wipe out your account. You got to control your losses. And as a rule of thumb, you should never risk more than 2% of your account on any given trade. Mistake number 4 is not taking profits. You gotta know when to exit. And this is where most people are too greedy. And this is mistake number 5, being greedy. See, there's a saying that says, bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. I'll link to more videos in the description. Take a look at those and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, all right. So 2 more facts that we have left here, and you're going to enjoy the next one. So is trading options better than stocks? Well, here's the deal. When you trade options, you still need to know how to trade stocks, because you still need to know the direction of stocks. You need to know whether stock is going up, down, or sideways, because based on this, you're choosing your options trading strategy. Now, trading options is more complicated because in addition to choosing the direction, you also now need to identify the right strike price, the right expiration, and whether you should trade calls or puts. But the good news about trading options is you can start with less money. So probably half as much money as trading stocks. So here's what I would do. Learn how to trade stocks and then learn how to trade options. I did a playlist explaining options 101. If you're interested in this, I'll leave a link in the description and you can take a look at this playlist and enjoy trading options. All right. Yay! We have one more. Okay, this will be fun. So we'll post these on this channel here, and I'm planning over time to make a whole repository here. And I'm thinking, since this show here is called Coffee with Markus, I'm thinking about calling these shorts Espresso with Markus. What do you think about this idea? All right. Need to start the timer. So here's why trading stocks is better than trading Forex. You see, trading Forex is unregulated, and they tried to regulate it here in the United States, and Forex brokers left the United States in drones. See, when trading Forex, you're trading against the broker and not against other traders, at least 9 out of 10 times. There are a few reputable Forex brokers, but most of them are a scam. You see, just Google CFTC Forex scam. The CFTC is the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, because on this website you can see how the government tried to crack down on Forex. Anyhow, stay away from Forex because the quickest way to lose all of your money is trying to double it. Learn how to trade stocks, and I'll leave a link to videos in the description so that you know exactly how to get started trading stocks and options. Yippee! Okay, all right. Well, I know that there's quite a few questions coming in here, so I want to make sure that I can address them for you. So let's see. Rafi says, I clicked like before even the start. You're awesome. Thanks, Rafi. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, Timothy bought the PowerX book yesterday, finished it yesterday. That's awesome. If you don't have the book yet, if you would like to have it here in the US, I'll ship it to you for $4.95. So that you can even order it internationally. I'll ship it to you as well, but it takes a few weeks. Go to rockwelltrading.com/Kindle because this way you can I think it's Kindle. Yeah, you can order it on Amazon on your Kindle account here. All right. So John says, had a great call with Paul on Monday. He showed me all the reasons to get PowerX Optimizer. Okay. There he said, I'm in after coffee with Markus. That is great. Paul is amazing. If you're interested in the software that I personally use, that I showed you earlier, how I find the trade, PowerX Optimizer, you can schedule a tour with Paul. I'll leave a link to this in the description here. All right. Okay, we have a few more rapid fire here. So A Burger is asking, so why would BP not have been a PowerX trade today? Well, we can take a look at this. We can take a look at BP and see why this is not a PowerX trade for today. So BP, here we go. You see, when I run the scanner, I have certain criteria. So you're right, technically, first of all, you're absolutely right. It has a green bar. But here's the deal, and this is why I want to show you. Let me just quickly bring this up here and show you the scanner. You see, for me, in order to trade or to consider a trade, I want to see that I make at least 60% return on my investment. So this is where PowerX Optimizer helps me, because it shows me if I had traded this stock according to the PowerX strategy, what would I have made over the past year? And you see, my minimum is 60%. So a burger here, as you can see, this would have made only 47%. So this doesn't fit my criteria. One more of my criteria is I want to see a profit factor that is higher than 3. And as you can see, BP here had a profit factor of 1.86. So not every stock that shows a green bar is a good stock to trade. Here also see we have lots of gaps. The P&L is pretty ugly, but the reason why it didn't show up on PowerX Optimizer today, because it simply didn't fit my criteria. Now, again, you might have completely different criteria, and if so, good for you. You can change these criteria, and if you want to know what my criteria are, is click on Reset to Default. This will show you the criteria that I use to pick the right stocks. I mean, a burger, does this help? So, because you're absolutely right. If I show the indicators here, you see that the indicators today, they were all green. Yeah, but the reason why it didn't show up, because when I'm using the scanner, I just don't want to blindly trade it. I only want to trade the very, very best stocks. And in order to do this, I am applying these criteria that you know now. And I hope this helps. Good. All right. Okay, Angela says, I can't fill out the wheel calculator. Why is that? It's super easy. You can only fill out the blue fields, right? So as you can see, for all the trades that I've shown you today here, I filled out the wheel calculator, and the blue fields are the one that you can fill out. The other fields, the white fields, are the ones that are automatically being calculated for you. Okay, so this is super easy. Joey's asking, would you show us the prototype wheel scanner? I hope that I can show you a prototype next week. So if you would like to see the prototype, make sure that you're subscribing to the channel here, and that you also click like to make sure that you don't miss another video when I'm going live, or when I'm releasing these YouTube short videos that I recorded here today. All right. I know that this was so much fun today, recording these videos for you and showing you the trades. I know that today we went a little bit longer, because I wanted to place a trade live with you until you said, hey, it's not yet a trade. Good. Thanks for catching this. If you enjoyed this, how I'm trading, so that if you enjoy seeing my account, seeing the trades that I take, seeing the tools, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a new video. And also feel free to share this video. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it by email, share it by text message, right? I mean, share it with as many people as possible, because we are getting super close to having 50,000 subscribers on this channel, and this is all thanks to you. So I think right now we are at 44,380 subscribers. So help us to get to 50,000, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.